Hey techies, welcome to Elephant Code. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. You're watching a video from the PySpark playlist. So let's begin.
So in this video, we are going to check how we can convert the list of tuples to PySpark data frame and pandas data frame to PySpark data frame. So let us go back to our practical. So here in the previous video, we have already created a file which was having the Spark object and Spark context object. So we had imported this file to our code file. So here you can see, okay. Now, since we need to convert pandas data frame to PySpark data frame, so let me import pandas, import pandas as PD. Okay, now then I had one class create Spark data frame where I had one constructor which is assigning self.data to the data which is being passed when it was creating I mean when it in when the user is instantiating the object of this create Spark data frame. Okay, now and then we had one function get Spark data frame from basic data structure, and then one was get Spark data frame from RDD. Okay, now here what we are going to do, we will be creating one more function. Okay, f- get maybe I mean uh, get tuple get Spark data frame from tuple. Okay, so and one more we're going to create is get Spark data frame from pandas data frame. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. I'm not writing definition at present. Okay, so let me first create a tuple. Okay, so let me put a documentation first. So here goes the definition. Uh, Spark data frame from tuple. Okay. So let me create a tuple data equal to maybe list of tuple we can make. One Harsha and maybe 90 as in marks. Then I'll just add one more tuple to maybe I can add my name. Let's say 78. Let me add one more record. 3, maybe large, and 8, 9. Okay, so this is my tuple ready. So now I want object to be created. So let me take this. Let me send this as a parameter. Okay. Mm, okay. Now what I want is I want to call this with get Spark data frame from tuple. Okay, so now here I will like the data frame from tuple. Okay, and then I will show data frame from tuple dot show. Okay, so this is my main program. Now inside this method we will be writing the code. Okay, so let's go here. So we have already the data available in the form of tuple. So what we can do, df is equal to spark. Spark is nothing but your Spark session object dot create create data frame, and then I just need to give self dot data, okay, which is nothing but coming from the constructor. So when we created the object of this particular class, then we pass the tuple inside it, and this constructor has already assigned those data to self dot data variable. Okay, so we have the self dot data which is holding tuple. Okay, now I also need to give the schema. So I know, I mean, I had three column, so I may just give the schema in the form of, a list, maybe ID, name, and maybe marks. Okay, I think this suffice, and then I'll say return df. Okay, fine. So this is, I think, done. Let us run and see. So we are expecting three record, and we are expecting the column name to be ID, name, and marks. Okay. So the program is running. Let's see. Uh, okay. Okay, so there's a warning that next time if you use pandas, then you also need the pi arrow. Okay, but for now we can ignore this warning. But anyways, I mean, let us go back, di go directly to the Spark data frame from tuple. Okay, so here we can see that these tuples are converted to Spark data frame, and the columns name are also properly assigned ID, name, and marks. Okay, so what we did, we created first a list of tuples, and then we pass this tuples to create a object of create spark data frame. Okay, and then we use that object to call a particular function in the class, which is get spark data frame from tuple, and the definition of this function is quite simple. I mean, it just use the spark session object and call create data frame method and pass the data is nothing but list of tuple, and then it also assign a list with the name of the column. So these column name automatically gets binded to this tuple data. Okay, so this is how you can create the Spark data frame using tuple. Okay, now the other thing which we will be doing is creating this Spark data frame to this pandas data frame. So for this we can make use of this particular data as well. So let me just take a copy of this maybe. So I don't need to create all this thing because my object is already created. Okay. Uh, okay. So I just Spark data frame from um, pandas data frame. Okay, so I can do one thing. I just need to pass this data. So I'm keeping it here, and uh, the data which I have, df. I mean, I'm pandas data frame. It is pandas df panda equal to pd dot data frame, and then I can pass this data dictionary underscore list. Yes, dictionary underscore list. Okay, so this will help me to create the pandas data frame, and this data frame I'll be passing it here. Okay, and then I'll change this method to get spark data frame from pandas data frame. Okay, and I can also change the data frame from pandas from pandas. Okay, so in this function I'm going to check. Okay. So here's my function df is equal to spark dot create data frame, and then I can directly give the self dot data, which is nothing but pandas data frame, because we are passing pandas data frame while creating the object of this class. Okay, create data frame class. So here, when we are creating this ob this object of create the Spark data frame class, we are passing pandas data frame. Okay, so let us see if it work. So this is a warning which we can ignore. Okay, the issue is non-time object has no attribute show, which means I think have not returned the data frame after creation. Yep, so we need to return data frame. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me run it again. So, so here you can see that yeah, the Spark data frame is already created with the help of Pandas data frame, and all the values are properly assigned. I mean, all the columns are properly assigned to the value. So this is how you can create Spark data frame from Pandas data frame, from tuple, and from RDD, and from list of dictionary. Okay.
Elephant quiz of the day. How can you create a PySpark data frame from an existing RDD? Option A, using the collect method. Option B, by converting the RDD to a data frame using 2df method. Option C, applying the map function. Option D, PySpark does not support RDD to data frame conversion. Do reply your answer in the comment section below. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe Elephant Code for future updates.